Matthew made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane 1 month ago today. It came ashore southeast of McLennanville, South Carolina with 75-mile-per-hour winds, but its impacts were felt up and down the southeast coast and, as we know, inland as well. Matthew battered several beaches in Florida. They were quickly replenished and restored, but this new layer of sand is coming with some dangers. And this is interesting because I just learned about this. Let's talk to Wyatt Warneth. He joins me on the phone from Cocoa Beach this morning to discuss these dangers. So, Wyatt, there are dangers with replenishing the beach. Explain that.
Well, yeah, actually, ever since Matthew went by, we've still been experiencing some of it, strong winds. And the fact that we had that new sand, it's moved it around a lot and caused a lot of cuts. And what I describe as side-by-side rip currents. So we're still experiencing rip currents from that. And the sand moving around is still trying to find its way into the water as well.
So are these some of the biggest changes you're seeing since Matthew, just new rip currents?
Well, we're still getting a lot of strong wind, absolutely. But because of that sand, you go down to the beach and we're having perfect rip current conditions because we have the onshore wind with the outgoing tide, and then we have these cuts that are developing almost side by side, which I think that's a little unusual. We're having rescues on a daily basis.
Is beach traffic up with the warm temperatures?
You know, this is Florida. It's always people going in the water here year round, all the way into December. The kids around here, whenever they get surfboards for Christmas, they go out surfing. So there's always somebody in the water here. Absolutely.
And in terms of rip currents, potentially you can't get to everybody out there. Is there any new technology out there to help people survive a rip current?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Jim. Here in Cocoa Beach, we have 35 beach accesses, and we only have 4 lifeguards, to cover this entire city right now. We encourage to swim near a lifeguard or in front of a lifeguard. However, in areas where there aren't lifeguards, we're just now starting out with Cocoa Beach is adopting the first of its kind in this area, the Life Rescue Station, which is behind me. It's a flotation device that will sit out at the beach in those areas where there aren't lifeguards for hopefully kind of like a fire extinguisher. If someone was to get into trouble, that a good Samaritan could grab it off the hook. It has some instructions, get it out into the water, and hopefully buy some time until the rescuers get there. So to me, that's new technology, and I'm very happy that that is happening in Cocoa Beach where I live, and I consider that making the beach a little bit safer, and if it saves one life, it makes a difference.
Wyatt, we appreciate you sharing that with us. Wyatt Warneth, who is a spokesperson for the American Lifeguard Association.